I often believe that what I'm doing on the internet is private, but I know that it's not because I've just read so much that says that my privacy is being violated on the internet. But it's so easy to think that everything that you do is between you and whoever else is on the other end of the line.
There are no real privacy protections that are happening right now on the internet. The law enforcement can get access to just about anything, and for much of it, they don't even need to get warrants. And people who have even very rudimentary hacker skills are pretty much able to get access to anything else.
Yes, I feel like internet privacy is harder to keep.
I think that privacy in our lives is extremely important, because if you don't believe that you have privacy, it means that you can't really freely express yourself. If you're feeling like you're constantly under surveillance or you're constantly being watched, you're going to change your behavior. It's going to limit the things that you're able to do. And in a free society, you shouldn't have to be self-censoring or having the threat of your government seeing that you're doing something in private be hanging over you all the time.
Because it's such a tricky realm to legislate, it probably needs to involve consequences that carry over into other, carry over, not just consequences within the United States. If violations are being made, those laws should, like they live outside of the United States, those laws should apply to them as well. I know that's tricky, but I think it has to happen.
It would be hard to get people on the internet to abide by them. They could be hard to convince to take that precaution.
The problem with trying to legislate this kind of thing is that technology changes so quickly that you have to be really forward-thinking in order to be able to get a law that really protects things as they happen. For example, Electronic Communications Privacy Act is supposed to make it so that law enforcement gets warrants and treats information online the same as if it was not online. And because technology has expanded so much, there's lots of things that law enforcement doesn't go for warrants for that they should have to.
I believe that internet privacy and privacy in general are an extremely important issue, and it's an issue that people kind of almost don't even know that it exists. I think so many people, especially in America, don't even have any idea when their privacy is being violated by their government or really, anyone else. Everyone has the right to be who they are and not be judged by anyone and have to worry that, things they're gonna do in, their own free time that aren't hurting anyone else are gonna affect them in other areas of their life. This issue has a lot of thorns for me, mostly because people don't even know it's happening, It's so much easier to fight something and kind of take a stand on it if a lot of people are really aware that it exists or it's easy to identify. But I think probably the majority of the world has no idea when their privacy is being violated, especially on the internet.
We're trying to get the ECPA and various other pieces of legislation updated. We also are constantly monitoring when law enforcement's trying to expand its scope. We try to hold law enforcement accountable and make sure that they get warrants.